Thanks for supporting the channel by clicking the links in the description box. And thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And now let's get into this podversation. What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining the Being Beautifully Honest channel and coming back for another podversation. Now, we don't really talk about politics here, but hey, if a politician is doing something stupid or something crazy, it's not really talking about politics, right? It's just talking about some of the crazy things that are going on. And this one, I just really wanted to get your thoughts on it because I am really shocked at not just the efforts that some people will use, but the people who fall for the gimmicks, right? Because if people didn't fall for the gimmicks, then the stupid things that some of these people pull in the games that they play, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't matter because nobody's falling for it. Nobody's playing into it, and nobody is profiting off of it. But unfortunately, somebody who is doing something that I really am surprised that they are allowing to happen right now and that is Senator Ted Cancun Cruz. And we know why we call him Cancun, right? Well, I didn't really talk about that before because I just was so sickened by it that I didn't feel that my spirit would allow me to speak decently if I did a podversation about him going on a trip to Cancun, Mexico, while the people were freezing and in the dark without water in his state of Texas that he represents, that he's been representing for far too long. And unfortunately, I feel that he's just going to get reelected again. And that's the type of stuff that really doesn't make any sense to me, and it pisses me off. And that's why I stay out of politics, because these people shouldn't even be allowed to continue to serve and serve and serve. They need to have term limits, but that's another story for another time, and it probably will never happen on this channel because I'm just not going there. But I digress. He is raising money using an opportunity that's going on right now in the conservative movement where they're talking about the cancel culture and how the left is trying to cancel everyone for sharing their opinion about things that they don't agree with. I don't really know. I don't follow all of that stuff, but right now there's something going on with regards to Dr. Seuss books. And I guess there are a few titles in the Dr. Seuss catalog that is being pulled for things that are deemed to be racist or, stereotypical about certain races. And now people on the right, conservatives, Republicans, are screaming about it when there's so many other more important things to really be talking about right now. There's over 500,000 people that have died due to the coronavirus, and people are trying to get vaccines. A lot of people are still unemployed. Just a lot of people have lost their businesses. I'm self-employed, so I know what that is like. And a lot of people are hurting right now. A lot of people are doing actually really good, but there are a whole lot more people that are hurting, because we know that a pyramid, it gets smaller as you go to the top. So the people who are at the top, they're doing much better, but there's a whole lot more people at the bottom of the pyramid that are really not doing well. So unfortunately, you have politicians like this guy and others who are focusing on the wrong things. And this is just really ridiculous. So he is raising money off of a book that he did not write by autographing copies of Dr. Seuss's Green Eggs and Ham. And he's doing it via fundraising emails and Facebook ads this week. And he's asking the supporters to pitch in, check this out, $60 or more. $60 or more. So they could pay more. They could contribute more if they choose to. But if they contribute at least $60, he's going to autograph a copy of Green Eggs and Ham and send it to them. And you can get a copy of that book for under $5 on Amazon. And two, not just the fact that you can get the book for a whole lot less, It's not his book. It's not a book that he wrote. I guess that's not illegal, but it's definitely not ethical. But we know ethics don't really go along with politicians, right? I guess. But $60 or more if they contribute, they're going to get a signed autographed copy by Ted Cancun Cruz, and I'm sure he's not going to sign Cancun in that signature, in that autograph, but they'll get a signed copy of the book Green Eggs and Ham. So in the ad and in his emails, he says, stand with Ted and Dr. Seuss against the cancel culture mob to claim your signed copy of Green Eggs and Ham. Right now, the far left is trying to cancel Dr. Seuss. And he said this in a paid Facebook ad. As someone who has always been a big fan of Green Eggs and Ham, I won't let that stand. So please rush an urgent contribution of $60 and I'll sign a copy of Green Eggs and Ham just for you. It's so ridiculous. And the thing about it is, like I said, it is ridiculous, but the fact that people are going for it and people are actually contributing to his campaign based on that, that's the thing that just triggers me. Is like, what is wrong with people? If you've got $60 to send to this jackass, why not invest that into the stock market or some Bitcoin or something that could profit you something versus putting money in his campaign and in his pockets? So really, guys, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section, because I saw this and I just was so shaking my head. People seriously are doing this, because he's also bragging about how many copies he's signed so far and urging people to go ahead and get their contributions in so that he can get the book signed and sent out to them. And people are actually doing this. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? But hey, honestly, they are a reflection. Most of these senators and congressmen and women, they are a reflection of most of the people that vote for them and continuously put them in office. So it's no wonder that we're in, the shape that we're in a lot of areas. But that's neither here nor there. It just kind of is what it is. So really, guys, let me know your thoughts about this. And I'm just really shocked by this. I really am. And disgusted. All right, and next, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this guy because I really could care less. And I don't watch the network or the show. I don't watch many opinionated news networks on either side, because it's just, anyway. I just really wanted to talk about this really briefly because I wanted to show this ad where they're talking about Tucker Carlson. Okay. He just recently got shredded by a lot of people in the military, higher ups, who normally don't really put themselves in the mix when it comes to stories, especially opinion stories that come out in the news with regards to the military. But Tucker Carlson, he decided to talk about this. And to be honest, guys, I don't even really think that he is the one that did this. I'm not saying he doesn't feel this way. I'm definitely not saying that. He probably does feel this way, but those shows, especially like his, they have people that write that stuff for them. He's really just not that smart. He really isn't. He is the heir of a frozen fish stick company. So he's just a whiny, opinionated, rich person who really is profiting off of politics and sharing views that can be seen and usually is seen as very controversial. So honestly, people like that you really can't take too seriously, because they are in the positions that they are because they were graced and granted to have that. They really didn't have to work for anything. So he definitely never was in the military. So for somebody like him to talk about things with regard to the military, it's really a joke, especially when people like myself and others have family members who have served for many, many years in military positions and who had to fight hard to keep security clearances and other stuff like that. And, you've got somebody like him talking about the military is becoming more feminine, and he was mocking some uniforms that pregnant servicewomen are going to be wearing. And he fails to realize that women have been serving in the military for a very long time, and there's never going to be a pregnant woman serving in the military that's going to be on the front lines. Like, they work in other positions and other jobs in the military, and they have to be able to have uniforms on that fit them. So like, the stuff that he was saying was just really stupid. So I'm not going to go into all of that. I just wanted to share this ad because it really made me laugh, and you just got to see it. So check this ad out, and then let me know your thoughts about the views that he shared about the service women who are serving in the military and how the military is becoming more feminine because they're making uniforms that are going to fit service women. Like, that is just so ridiculous. But anyway, watch the ad. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section. And thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the Being Beautifully Honest channel. And until the next time, I hope you all have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day.
Trader Carlson's got a thing about patriotic women.
So we've got new hairstyles and maternity flight suits.
Get your back straight!
Pregnant women are going to fight our wars. Our military needs to become, as Joe Biden says, more feminine, whatever feminine means anymore.
Appreciate the shout out during Women's History Month, but it's not the first time he's attacked women who serve.
What a coward. Tammy Duckworth is also a fraud. It's out of control, and the Pentagon's going along with this. Again, this is a mockery of the U.S. military.
No, sir. This is the U.S. military. The men and women who defend your freedom. Something a prep school boy like you will never understand.